It's time for the shop report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Are we at a point where it's time for Baker Mayfield and the Bucs to maybe part ways? Is it time to say goodbye to Kawhi in LA? And college football's top 25, I want to know who's misrepresenting. We got all that and a little bit more on this rendition of the Shop Report, or should I say the P-Rogram. But first, a word from our sponsor. Legacy Adventure Park is the place where your next paintball experience awaits. Can we kill this? You know what I'm saying? If you want to leave your questions or comments during today's program, by all means, please do so. Excuse me, we'll throw it up on the screen. And y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or comment that's indignant or ignorant in nature, won't be seen on this screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get. That being said, excuse me, where you at, Double J? Joining me on the P-Rogram today is my cat from across the way, Joey James, a.k.a. Double J. Tell the people what you say.
Well, if you want to win a national championship, I'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
Oh, man, seriously? Oh, man, please. If you want to leave a potato championship, yeah, whatever the case may be. Anywho, while we wait for our other esteemed colleague, host of the most, D. Gully from the CL Lumbus, when about one of these days he might join us. But in the meantime, we'll give him another button for not being here on time. This is what I mean, man, right here. I'd rather be a half hour early than a minute late. I told him to adapt that, and he should not, ain't no boom bap no more. Anywho, let's get things started. What button should I push? All right. Okay. Up first, Baker Mayfield has some pretty choice words to say about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization. A few clicks back. Double J, would you please give us a detailed but brief synopsis of what Baker had to say before I can have my say any day? You want to throw it up there?
Sure. Well,
okay.
First, let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll start with the headline of the article itself.
Okay, and that is, let's see.
Here it is from Fox News, and it's Outkick Sports. Disrespected Baker Mayfield warns Buccaneers it's only going to get worse after failed contract talks.
What? Okay, all right, never mind. Go ahead. Keep going. Because what we're going to try to do. Oh, and shout out to the people, man. Shout out to the people that's out there that's tuning in right now. Your boy Jay don't get to come on here every day like he used to anyway. Just want to say, if it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be no us, man. So let me again shout out to the people.
And so Baker Mayfield used the word disrespected, of course, as I alluded to, and in phrases such as very disappointed, to say the least, and undervalued after thinking you've earned it. So it's pretty obvious the team's starting quarterback is not thrilled with how they handled the recent contract negotiations. Those have since ended. Again, he imposed a start of training camp deadline. And so, again, those handful of weeks leading up to were all for naught. But to provide the direct quote, it's disappointing in the regard to have, to feel disrespected a little bit. And the really disappointing part, to feel undervalued after, thinking you've earned it. This is not a poor me thing. There's a lot of people out there.
Hold on, stop right there. You said this is not a poor me thing. Did I hear you right? This is not a poor me thing. So this is him still talking, right, Baker?
Correct.
Okay, keep going.
There's a lot of other people that have it way worse off. But I can sit here and look at other quarterbacks and peers and evaluate myself based on that and put myself in certain categories that I deserve to be compensated for that. And I deserve to be compensated for that. And I think I'm a franchise quarterback. I've been told I'm a franchise quarterback. It's been said publicly from ownership down here. And so to not have a deal done is very disappointing. Now, I do want to point out some circumstantial things to consider.
Evidence. Okay, go ahead.
So currently he's in the final year of his 3-year deal, in which the previous 2 seasons he averaged $33 million a year, and this year would be 28. Now, as he alluded to, he specifically brought up his own comparison amongst his peers. And that's important because currently there are 10 quarterbacks that make between $51 to $55 million. So again, reminder, he's at 28 this season. So we're talking about nearly double.
Wait. So he's nearly doubled.
Well, correct. So where he believes he should be, and that poses this question here. And this was from the Wall Street Journal, I believe. Yes, correct. The Wall Street Journal is saying, is an average NFL quarterback worth $50 million a year?
Okay. All right. So are you done? Are you done? Because
done, because there is one more critical piece in all of this.
You don't want to give me that before I get going on your mark.
I'm going to give it to you now. Yeah,
okay,
you're right.
Okay,
you're right.
Okay.
Here it is.
Okay.
Wait, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. The Bucs offered Baker 2 years, $100 million.
Okay.
And he still replied, I felt disrespected.
Okay, no. Throw that one back up. Because it's going to trigger a few extra thoughts here. Let me start off by saying this. It is. Were you done though? You done?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, the floor is yours.
Man, I wish Gully was in here for this one. Shame on him for not being here because he would have added some good stuff to this. But that's fine. It's well documented my disdain for management. Given the fact I say ad nauseum, I know how much of a reader I am and how much I've been reading and so on and so forth. Well, I have a few NFL books, and I'll just name a few here. It doesn't really relate to this, but just except for the fact that it's NFL, right? Jim Brown's autobiography. Jerry Kramer, legendary offensive lineman, played under Lombardi with the Packers. I got one of his books. Mark Bavaro, a few other ones. But I got this one in particular that I keep talking about. It's called The League, THELEAGUE, The League by John Eisenberg. And John Eisenberg writes a poignant, very detailed story of the NFL's beginnings and to where they are now, philosophically in the whole nine, how they operate in the whole nine. It's a good read. It'll really give you a different perspective on how to see the NFL if you go read and check it out, right? Okay. But it also, after I read it, emphasized, or just can't think of a better word here, but I was kind of emboldened in my stance on why I have such a disdain for management, because it just proved that they don't see players as nothing more than product or commodity. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out the way. And I kind of been Team Baker when he was here in Cleveland, the whole nine, getting drafted by Pioli. I told you initially I couldn't, it was a head scratcher, but I said, okay, let's see what the guy got, so on and so forth. So I defended him on a few occasions, and I wanted to see him do well. And I was glad to see him go to Tampa in the whole nine. But what's right is right and what's wrong has to be addressed. Let me say this. Number one, and this is not my opinion, I believe this should be the opinion in terms of tact, T-A-C-T. There's a certain way you go about doing things. As a professional, especially when it comes to sport, and that sport in particular. This was very, very unprofessional. And this tacky. You do not air your grievances out in public. If you have an issue with management, holler at management, because something like this, I don't like. This is kind of like third person, third party. This is weak to me, because you're using the public because everything is social media now. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, so now you're using the public to try to, you know, you want them to formulate sides and so on and so forth. Well, Baker, I'm sorry. In this case, you're wrong. Double J, you're the numbers guy here, right? Mm-hmm. Help me to understand, based on the numbers you just gave me. I don't remember them all and whatnot, but pay should equal production, or production should equal pay. We always talk about, especially when it comes to the NBA, the help, quote unquote, or lack thereof, right? Well, on that side of the ball, if you go through some of the players that he has to help him, albeit someone might have had a few injuries last year, and injuries did play a part, but you got to consider the nature of the sport, so that's a given. So that happens, next man up type of deal. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. But either way it goes, he had enough around him offensively that you can't go 8 and 9. You cannot continue to have untimely turnovers in critical moments. Out of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, he's one of the few guys who has enough help that the Panthers should not have won the division last year. If you say you're being disrespected, then you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you being disrespectful? Because I think he is. And at the end of the day, when it comes to contract negotiations, I get it. Would you say this is the last year of a deal? So he is kind of due some money based on market analysis or what the market says for that position. See, that's the stuff I'm asking you about, because I don't know the particulars. I'm saying from a philosophical standpoint, you got to be quiet and you got to understand this, Baker. You don't talk smack to the alligator till after you cross the river. Huh? Come on, man. Did you disrespect it? How? In what way? Come on now. Don't get, see, he's looking at what the other guys in his tax bracket are making, I guess. You know what I'm trying to say? But we got to go down with a fine-tooth comb the production that go along with. I'll lie for you, but I ain't gonna lie to you now. Okay? But I ain't gonna lie to you, in this case, for you. You know what I'm trying to say? He dead wrong, bro. I'm sorry. If we talking about, again, not my opinion, the opinion. If in business, because he is his own entity, right? In a sense, right? So in business, there's a level of professionalism that is incumbent upon both sides, management and employee. You understand what I'm trying to say? Again, how your characters say everything. That's why I love that interview when Bud Crawford told Channing Crowder when they was on the pivot or whatever it is. And Channing said, I'll do anything for $100 million. That Bud said, I know your character. Your character is currency, bro. And right now, Baker, I'm sorry, man. Your character and the way you've been carrying yourself on the football field, we get it to an extent, you bravado and all of that, but it ain't shaking out to equal more coins, bro. I'm sorry. And I'm all for a player getting his paper. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because I know NFL players. I've seen cats what they look like after the fact. And I'm going to be the first person to tell anybody who will listen, you understand me? I do not like the phrase or the expression when it comes to NFL football players, NFL players especially. He can't stay on the field, or best ability is availability, or he ain't never healthy. I'm like, how do people say that without giving thought or first consideration to the nature of the man's sport? Ding dong. But in this case, he's wrong. Baker, you dead wrong. You dead wrong. I'm sorry.
Allow me to humor you with some additional, what I believe is details that are worth maybe taking into consideration as well.
Okay.
That if I were to argue a little bit on the behalf of Baker, we'll say. So the first is, as I alluded to, there's 10 quarterbacks that make between 51 and 55 million. So again, that's roughly a third, right?
Okay, so stop right there. Stop right there. You said it's 10, right?
Correct.
They make between roughly 50 and what you say? Or did you say 40?
51 and 55 million.
Per year.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Per year.
Give me two guys that you
Deshaun
can.
Watson.
Oh well, not. I thought I was getting ready to pick up from right there, boom, 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 and roll out. But yeah, you hit me. That was a nice little curveball. Okay, I see you out. Double J Negro. Y'all here throwing knuckleballs, huh? All righty then. Okay.
All right. So you know,
well, you see what I was going. You shouldn't have done that, but you.
But
okay.
Is
Patrick Mahomes making that kind of money?
Yes.
Okay.
But what if I told you Patrick Mahomes finished 12th last year? Baker finished 10th.
Okay, that's fine. See, that's what I'm trying to get at. You know, this is my long-standing thing about numbers. Numbers are indeed universal, but they are also arbitrary. Ooh, did I say that right? Ooh, say that fast 2 times. And let me give you my example. This may not be a good one, but I'm gonna throw it out here anyway, right? Let's say I'm watching your favorite team play my favorite team, NBA, right? Basketball, right? You can't watch the game. You at work. You call me. Man, how's my guy doing? Whatever, because you play fantasy, whatever, right? And I say, man, he 100% from the line right now. That's a number, is it not? And if I say that, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, you might not be elated, but you're not gonna be upset either. You know, it sounds like a good number, right? And then until I tell you, but he played 36 minutes, but he only went to the line he 4 for 4. So yeah, he 100%, but he only went to the line 4 times. Now you're saying, well, wait a minute. He only went to the line 4 times out of 36 minutes played. That's that 100%. It ain't gonna phase me. You get where I'm going with this type of deal, whatever it is. So yeah, I get it. Baker may have been 10th, and Mahomes may have been ranked 12th. But you know me, my thing is numbers don't measure instinct. They don't measure complexion. You understand? When I turn the TV on, even with a bum knee, and I'm not saying Baker may indeed just be a playoff quarterback. He is that. I'll give him that. You understand what I'm trying to say? But what has he done to show me or show us or the Bucs that he's a Super Bowl quarterback? I don't see it.
I'm going to argue on behalf of him. I'm going to say right away, well, look, my client had a trash offensive line. And now, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay,
so in spite of that, he finished top 10 in terms of not only just yards, right, for the season, but also his QBR was actually pretty good too. Again, another key measuring stick. But his sacks were actually only second around. Here's who he was in the neighborhood with in terms of sacks. Geno Smith.
You mean how many he took?
Yes. Geno Smith, Justin Herbert, and Cam Ward. Those are the only 3 individuals to take more sacks than Baker Mayfield. And we're talking single digits, 1 in many cases. He was sacked 54 times and still managed to finish top 10.
Okay, I'm not. You can. That's you can't ignore that. You get what I'm trying to say? I can't ignore this. I'll factor that in. I still don't think it absolves him from airing out company business to the public. We shouldn't be talking about this right now, or this shouldn't have been a subject of discussion. You understand what I'm trying to say? Holler at management about that, because you know, just like I do. Let's put it in layman's terms, right? I deal with this at the PO. You got supervisors who they got a situation or issue with you. They want to holler at you again, air it out in front of everybody. No, as a man and in respect, as an adult, pull me in the back, pull me in the space and say, hey, because my reaction is going to be different if it's one-on-one. You say, look, man, I need to talk to you about, your attendance, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna be like, you know what, man, you're right. But if you try to air me out in front of everybody as a man, I'm going to feel some type of way just on GP, and my response ain't going to be what it would have been had you talked to me like an adult. You know what I'm trying to say? So you got to know the Bucs people, somebody in Bucs organization then went back. If it wasn't the owner, somebody saw something that he said, you know, of course, obviously, and they took it like, come on, man, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And where are the homies at in your camp? You know what I'm saying? Too many free to homies, not enough. Don't do that, bro. I'm just saying, don't do that, bro. Don't hit send. Okay, I mean, for real. So I mean, okay. So if you're saying you can make a case for him being paid one of the top 5 quarterbacks, okay. I'm still saying, you know, folks might be more apt to lean on the numbers if you show some tact. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna get no pushback. And then here's another. Let's find these numbers. Where is he at? I don't even know if there's a ranking for it. If there is, where is he at when it comes to turnovers or interceptions thrown in critical moments? See what I'm saying? Where does that weigh in the equation? Because if I'm Tampa Bay, and again, not saying as a fan of management, just saying, if I'm Tampa Bay, I'm going to find out. You're like, look, man, yeah, we want to pay you that. You know what I'm trying to say? But I don't know what the number is. 62% of the time we was in third down in management, not third down in management, excuse me, like third down in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your red zone efficiency? If it's paltry, then what you mean pay me? See, that's all I'm saying, Joe. You know what I mean? I could be wrong on the dead side. I don't know. But if I am, I don't think I'm too far-fetched off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me sip on that.
Well, I'm gonna counter this a little bit, right?
Oh boy.
Historically, franchises, as you know, handle things differently, and in some cases, it can be argued they do it very well, and in other cases, it's deemed an opportunity.
Okay.
When you look at recency,
how recent?
Well, Mike Evans is the name.
Okay.
Tristan Wirfs is another.
Okay.
Vita Vea is another. Who is current.
Are they all asking out?
Roster. They did at one point in time because of their contract situation and lack of ability to get deals done in a desired amount of time with that management. Now, if you remember, Mike Evans ultimately did get a deal done. I believe Wirfs did too.
Well, see,
but Vita Vea, on the other hand, of course, actively has requested a trade. And here you have Baker simultaneously, who at least was offered a short-term deal. And I'm going to go back to that. Baker himself is quoted as saying, if you waited this long to take care of your franchise quarterback, that's too bad because it's only going to get worse from here.
Yeah, okay. Why do you need to say that? Who's the head coach again? Is it Todd Bowles?
I think he was let go.
Who's the head coach for Tampa? It's only going to get worse from here. Don't do that.
No, it's still Todd Bowles. Yeah.
Todd Bowles. Well, let me say this, though. There are a few books I've read where his name is mentioned. Todd. And a lot of his peers say he's a hell of a coordinator, but not so much as a head coach. Because it's not his first merry-go-round as a head coach, if I'm not mistaken.
Who, Todd Bowles?
Todd Bowles.
Yeah, he was, I believe, with the Jets at one point.
He might have been with Tampa Bay once before. I'm not sure, but I know it's not his first rodeo as a head coach. And some of the players have said this. So, I don't know this to be a fact or anything. I'm just based on what I read from other players who talk about him and hearing this now. And it's more than one player who seems to be like there's some sort of contentiousness. You know what I'm trying to say? Because where smoke is fire type of deal. Or if you want to say, you know, if it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, it's not a giraffe. You know what I'm trying to tell you? So, you know.
Well, kudos to us both because he was the defensive coordinator for the Bucs prior to becoming the head coach and leading. Prior to that, he was the former coach of the Jets.
Okay, got you. All right, yeah. So that could be some too. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just Baker's that's got some sort of beef, as they call it nowadays. Seems like Vita Vea, you know, and a couple other guys. So we'll see how it shake out, man. I just on the surface, you know, be your own man, but be a better man in how you handle business, man. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to say? Because he could get his money. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I need to know where was you, like, you know, there are certain games in the regular season, especially in the NFL, that in certain moments in certain games that loom large or weigh something come playoff time, you know what I mean? And come whether or not if you even get to the playoff, whether or not if you win the division, you know, that sort of deal. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I'm sorry, man. I just got this, you know, I know kudos to the Panthers and whatnot, but even still, man, you know, and the Bucs, the Panthers shouldn't have won that division last year. Not if you're a $50 million man. I'm just saying. And he had enough help over there offensively that they should have. No, you can't end that season the way this season ended. Sorry, you just can't do that. You just can't. I'm sorry. Just, you know, humor me. The Bucs offensive line was ranked where in terms of offensive lines? Because I know Pro Football PFF they do a ranking thing too, don't they? Oh wow! Shout out! Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, we finally got him added to the stage. My man D Gully from the CLM bus. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you could join us.
You laughing already, Double J? You already know.
Yeah.
He don't never listen.
What's funny?
Because you do what you look. You never, man. Never mind. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Don't say nothing. If you even talk some worry about it, don't say nothing.
Don't worry about it. I didn't say nothing. That's the whole point. I didn't even get a chance to say nothing before you.
Don't do that, Double J. Don't do that.
But we here now. We here now. Look at him. He already. Moondog. Hey, Moondog is retired. He already. Moondog retired.
No way.
And so is this topic, because we getting ready to take a break and go on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? We're not doubling back for him, Double J. We're not doing it. Sorry. Nope. Not happening. Did you want to add a last thought?
Doubling back. So why didn't
I did want to say that
because Double J was talking. Don't be rude, boys.
They did finish middle tier, the offensive line.
Did they? So when you say middle tier, now put a number on that for me. 15th, 16th?
That would be 17. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not. No, you can't finish. What did they finish last year, the Bucs? 8 and 9?
Well, okay, wait a minute now.
We gotta go to a break
in here. Which it?
No, I'm saying they should have. The Panthers should not have won. If Baker's asking for $50 million, fine. But at some point, the production at that position got to.
What more production at that position do you need when you already see you
I need him to get.
There are other aspects in the skill positions where there's areas of improvement. So a guy's asking for $50 million because look, this is where I get.
Then you got to do what Matthew Stafford did.
So wait a minute. So consider what you guys have set for your franchise as the limits of what you're going to do at my skills positions. Consider the many years, the consecutive years at my top and my second tier receivers missing significant time during our playoff run or during our playoff push, and we've still maintained being relevant. We still maintain being in position, having the season in our hands. And this is the commitment that you guys are going to do to the skill positions that I need as a quarterback to do it.
That's fine.
Then give me the $50 million.
Listen, first of all, we already covered that, so to speak.
But you just brought it up, so I brought it in.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, Gully, I'm just going to point this out. So Baker was sacked 54 times. Only Geno Smith at 55 and Cam Ward at 55, and maybe there was one other guy sacked more than him. Obviously, the line ranking was 17. As far as there's 10 quarterbacks that are that make more than $51 million, and of course, that's what he was asking
time to release. What is his time to release compared to the other quarterbacks? When we talk about them 55 sacks or 54 sacks, what is his time to release?
Okay, we got to take a break. Okay, but here's my thing is this. I'm in agreement with all of that. What I'm also saying is you can't the Panthers, because of all of that, if you worth that, then the Panthers shouldn't have won that division last year. Because
he's saying out at his stage of his career, he's saying I'd like to get some bread.
Okay, listen, and I'm okay, and I'm again. You had to. I covered
that.
No,
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, I think. What
I'm saying to you, what he said. Number one, air your grievances out in house. Talk to management. Don't be talking to the public, because then we shouldn't even be talking about this for real. Is what I was saying before. Saying you feel disrespected and all of that, you got to really look in the mirror sometimes and ask yourself, what role did you play and why you ain't getting paid?
Gotcha.
You understand? Because what in critical moments on third down, how many interceptions did you throw? So in other words, it's a whole lot more than what you asking for, than what you're saying you coming through in the door with, is what I'm saying at the end of the day. Just take it in house, man. It's a level of professionalism and tact I believe you should have when you're dealing with negotiations and such. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we got to keep rolling. When we come back, we're going to well, I was gonna mention the Tom Brady thing, but anyway, is it time to say goodbye to Kawhi and a little bit of Browns trivia? Don't touch it. We'll be right back. Yeah, y'all.
It's Kerry Cunningham. You watching the Shop Report?
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
Hi, I'm Heath Bell from the New York Mets, and you're listening to the Shop Report podcast. Yeah.
Hey, C.O. Moore, tune in live to the Shop Report, man. Checking in with the Chicago Bears. You heard it here first.
All right, we are back, and that's right. I'm asking here. We're gonna do the Browns trivia first. Get that out the way. Then we're gonna ask the question here. Is it time to say goodbye to Kawhi? All right, but before we get to that, there's a little bit of Browns trivia. Okay, now don't go nowhere. Don't run. Don't run from this, Kimo Sabin. Nah, don't run now. No, Double J. No, you gotta come back on the screen, man. No, you're gonna be cheating, man.
Brian Brennan.
No, it's not. That's not his name.
Eric Turner.
That's not his name.
Eric Metcalf.
Now, Donald Igwe BK. Anywho.
Kasana Job.
Tim Couch.
No. Cleo Miller.
Charlie Fry. It's got to be Charlie Fry.
It's not.
I don't know why. The guy's Charlie Fry.
Oh, okay, let me know.
Let his left tackle before the play every time.
Okay. Are we ready now? I mean, jeez. During his 4-year tenure with the Browns, this coach drafted 29 players, only one of which made the Pro Bowl. Who is the coach? Who is the player? And what year did that player make the Pro Bowl? You got 7 seconds. You're on the clock.
Butch Davis. And the Pro Bowler is
your time is up.
Josh Cribbs.
What you say? Double J, you cheating. I see you down there clicking buttons. No, he cheating. He cheating. Breaking news and breaking win and news. Nah, Double J, you cheating. Nah, I saw you, man. How you gonna cheat? This ain't AI. Iverson, not so much. Nah, bro, you cheating. This dude right here is cheating, bro. Don't stop looking it up, Double J. Okay, I'm not even coming to you now.
What do you mean?
Nah, I already
my hand.
Yeah, you did. You cheated. I seen you. Whoa, nothing. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now because Double J cheated.
All right.
Yeah.
Who is it?
What you drinking on, Sham Pipple? Yeah, it is Butch Davis.
I know who it is.
Oh, yeah, of course you do. Now you already was typing. You know what I'm saying? Googler. Butch Davis, it is. Kellen Winslow Jr.
Oh, Kellen Winslow.
Yep, 2007. Yep, 2007. Shout out to BSJ for the trivia of the day. Double J was cheating anyway. You know
so wait a minute. So hold on. So Josh Cribbs, he was never a Pro Bowler, but I mean he became All Pro, which there is a distinction. But he wasn't a Pro Bowler.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Actually, Barbershop Jay, did you know there was another coach?
Oh, here we go. Now you want to Google her.
No. I'm gonna toss it back to you. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
There was another coach who also drafted 29 players. And despite rarely picking lower than 10th overall, almost every single choice also failed to reach an elite level with one singular Pro Bowler.
Oh, he's probably talking about Megatron.
Wait, we talking about
No, Browns.
Another Browns
coach?
Yes.
Don't say Kevin Stinkfansky. Oh, okay. Well, if it ain't him.
Bud Carson didn't last that long.
Only because of specifically you said 29 players.
Yeah, it wasn't Bud Carson.
No. Was it Chris Palmer?
No, he only lasted 2 seasons.
Oh, it had to be Mangini. It wasn't Eric Mangini either. If it ain't Eric Mangini, it's Romeo Crennel.
Mike Pettin.
It ain't Romeo Crennel either. Oh man, shut the front door and close the windows.
No, I thought those guys. Listen, the next name we got is Marty Schottenheimer, or before Marty.
Or maybe Sandro Tigliano. Okay, how many guesses? Lord, how many? I
mean, right? We just went through all of the Bill.
How about this? There you go, Bill Belichick.
What?
Right? Yeah, and you said, and it was only one Pro Bowler, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would have been Andre.
Jameer Miller
that he drafted.
Oh no, that's right. Jameer Miller didn't come back.
No, the one that he drafted. So who did he draft? Did he draft Eric Turner?
It was Testaverde.
He didn't draft Testaverde.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
No, he didn't. Testaverde was drafted by the Bucs.
Who was
I don't
it?
think you guys are going to get this.
Who was it?
The initials are TT.
Terrence Trent D'Arby.
Tom
Tupa got it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was the punter, right?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Someone went to Ohio State. Oh my God, please.
The only Pro Bowler
that Bill Belichick drafted.
Okay, yeah. Well, gag me with a spoon.
Tom Tupa.
Okay.
Super Tupa.
Is it time to say
Super Tupa?
Is it time to say Kawhi? Kawhi.
Yep.
Is it time to say bye to Kawhi? Hey, man, y'all know I've been working like crazy, man. So I heard a little bit, not a whole lot of it. Yeah, but throw that up there. Kawhi Leonard allegedly had undisclosed sponsorship deal with Daktronics worth millions of dollars. Okay, Double J Gully, y'all know more about this particular type of area situation, 55 or Area 51 than I do. So let me have it, man. What's the dealio here?
Man, Pablo is a problem.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, he is.
That's what the deal is.
Right. Hey, if I was Steve Ballmer, I would have been like, here's this blank check, Pablo.
Yeah.
But Ballmer might, from my understanding, Ballmer might be absolved from all this. Kawhi might be one taking the fall. Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones. Excuse me.
Yeah.
How
exactly.
so?
Well, I'm just throwing it out there. I just saw something somewhere that said Ballmer might be able to get out from up under it.
Hey, listen, you know why Ballmer's probably going to be able to get out from under it?
Why?
Because there was no net benefit. Not one time did the LA Clippers in the Kawhi Leonard era go to an NBA final or win one. So he didn't cheat and win.
Good point.
Had this been the championship, then there would be you would hear many statements from many other high-level executives from other teams around the league or other owners boo-hooing it, but they're not. They all kind of understand it.
Okay.
And it actually was a good flex because it helped. It was, and I say it's a good flex because other companies leveraged paying him. So the owner was able to finesse being able to have the money, but that money seemed like was financed, it was leveraged from other sources. So it was like,
is it legal?
It's I don't think it's legal because that's what their laws say, but I'm not necessarily convinced yet about its morality. You follow what I'm saying? It's a law because they wrote it, they say it's a law. But why is it a law? Maybe it's a law because other factors that don't question or don't bring into account morality.
Oh, Double J seems like you got a little contentiousness there. What's going on? You want to have some say?
Yeah. So first and foremost, Gully, you and I unpacked the Asian tree company deal that was. He was supposed to be in Thailand and planting trees for some kind of not-for-profit.
So it's kind of like
sort of
kind of like the everyday guy to go out on workman's comp, but he ended up get caught at safe zone.
They find him on a Carnival cruise line, doing it up on the Carnival.
Hey, buddy, hold on. I thought your back was broken 2 places. Why you out here doing cartwheels?
So here's the thing. If we go back to actually on this very program, like I was in Vegas like 7 years ago when he was going to ultimately sign with the Clippers.
Yes.
I actually brought up what his uncle, I hate to name names here, allegedly, but based on very public text.
Yeah, I remember that.
The uncle was saying, hey, Lakers, we want the Jet, and not Kenny. And we want a stake of the ownership. And so I actually mentioned that because I was like, what? Like it sounded like that was going to happen.
Right.
And that would have been that's illegal, is what you're saying.
Well, theoretically, no. I mean, I guess they could. You know, this is a similar Patrick Mahomes deal. It also has kind of some interesting contract language along those lines too, because that if you remember, they gave him like $250 million. So again, going back to this Kawhi thing, however, the uncle kind of made it clear that he said, hey, look, we want these deals and we don't want to have to do anything. And obviously that's very incriminating, but especially when we have no images of him even planting a tree. And, so
he couldn't even take one standing by a tree. My God,
we're getting right.
They didn't think this through.
Wait a minute. Now,
Mid-Journey was
gonna get better, folks.
Mid-Journey this thing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I want to get your guys' thoughts on this too. Because again, now when you factor in Daktronics, that's that big, beautiful scoreboard that you see in there that kind of wraps around and only, rivals Jerry Worlds, right? Or maybe SoFi's. Right. But here's the thing. It's not like you can find that company in a Best Buy. There's no consumer-facing things. Like there's no B2C.
So it's almost like Broadcast Bionics. You ever heard of Broadcast Bionics?
Well, what I'm saying is correct. But the thing is, why would you have a paid spokesperson, so to speak,
for a B2C company
when it has no
B2B?
Right, when you're B2B. And that's where this is.
Did they think people were just stupid? Or
they probably could. No, they probably thought it could. Well, if not stupid, but just wouldn't know to look. You know what I'm saying?
Right, this day and age, everybody looking for that next break. You know what I'm trying to look. I mean, not saying he needed to, but what you just said from at the start of it. Look, Pablo.
But here's the thing.
Pablo getting ready to get a Pulitzer.
The source is stating that the Clippers. And this is why I don't understand why Ballmer's absorbed of anything, because he might as well be the other fellow that was running the Clippers.
Well, he can maybe be absorbed, all right. I thought he might be absolved, but he can maybe be absorbed, look like.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it
appears quicker picker-upper. Don't squeeze the Charmin.
The Clippers funneled extra money to Kawhi through the brand, through that Daktronics.
Daktronics?
You disguise team-funded cash as corporate sponsorship. So again, we've only seen this one other time to our knowledge with the Minnesota Timberwolves around 2000-ish?
With Joe Smith.
Correct.
Yeah, and they lost draft picks behind that, didn't they?
Oh, that was the closest to the death penalty we've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I guess you're right.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, because Mikhail got ousted behind all of that. It was a lot. It was a lot of a humongous fallout behind that.
Yeah.
In spite of that.
Huh? Okay, yeah. I'm okay. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at words lost. Lost words. Words is lost, and I just lost.
Now, he's now talking.
Who's this?
This is Kawhi. So there's video of Paul
Even for
George.
Kawhi, that laugh was terrible, Double J. Don't ever do that again.
Well, that was
don't
on
do that.
purpose. That was
Yeah.
For some.
So wait, who's
cinematic
this
effect.
talking now? Because I don't have it. Who's this?
This is Kawhi talking.
He scored 60 points on Paul George. Who?
This street baller from China. So now Kawhi coincidentally is about to go on an Asian tour.
Is he about to?
Yes.
Do we know that?
But I don't know the I don't know why, right? Maybe he's going to plant trees, Gully.
Oh, wow.
I mean, no, that sounds. I'm kind of serious. Like,
why is he talking like this though? I don't. Where did this come from?
So he went live of all things. That the quiet one is now on kind of like
coming out of his shell a little bit, I guess.
Or maybe the landscape has changed. Maybe he can. Like, listen.
What prompted this though? This particular quote though, or provoked?
Because his former teammate got his former teammate.
Paul George.
Yeah, former teammate played this street baller. 101 to 60 was the final score. I guess.
No. Yeah, 101 to 60 was the final. Correct.
Who scored one? Okay, I guess it don't. Anyway, I told y'all my thoughts on Paul George, as talented as he is. Once he left Indiana, man, he's playoff putrid. More name, more hype than than Husk. That's my opinion. But anywho, okay, so Double J. So at the end of it all, where do Kawhi say he gonna end up in Toronto? Is that likely or unlikely? How serious is this thing? Give me a scale of 1 to 10.
He believes that it'll resolve itself and that he'll be able to play.
That's fine. I'm asking you, what do you think?
I think it's going to take more time. I think that had it not been for the tree company, and this would have been the first instance of said allegations, it might have been. But now you gotta wonder how else is your whole contract structured? Because if this was the means to do it.
What are the Raptors saying, if anything, since they said something? Well, since it was known that they was kind of like out of the deal until this is resolved or something to that effect.
Yeah, I haven't heard them say much more, them saying anything with any sort of vigor or passion. Like they gave you we'll wait till things play out, the typical standard PR response.
The formality.
Yeah.
The formal answer. Could he see any jail time behind this? I'm just curious.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. Okay, so it's just an NBA. It's an NBA infraction type of thing, and not a legal
suspensions and things of that nature.
Oh, so he could potentially be suspended.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah,
really. Because out of that Minnesota ordeal, wasn't it Joe Smith?
Yes,
it was
correct,
Joe Smith. He got sent somewhere else, or he got suspended? I can't remember.
He was like banned indefinitely.
Oh, wow.
I believe he became a free agent behind that.
Well, he would have had to, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I believe he became a free agent.
But they probably wouldn't do that to Kawhi. Kawhi is still like a star in the league. I don't know, man. And if they don't, then, what's the point of doing anything at all? You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to see nothing like that happen to him, but if they didn't already, Stromile Swifted him, I'm trying to type of deal. I'm trying to say, what I'm saying? Please don't show us no pictures of Stromile Swift, Double J. The computer graphics is not, they're not Marvel. I tell you that.
Right.
I'm just saying. Yeah, speaking of Marvel, Spider-Man Brand New Day, you got to go see it anyway. I still have yet to see the Odyssey. But anywho, we'll say that for our real talk segment.
Next reminder, Joe Smith's contract was voided by David Stern, and the Timberwolves lost 5 first-round picks, 2 of which were later returned. And then they paid a $3.5 million fine. the owner and key executives were suspended and were on forced leave of action.
Man, so that's this close to this far away from being SMU'd. They almost got Pony Express, baby. Woo, they was this close. This close. Yeah, well, at the end of the day. So again, lastly, do you think he'll be suspended, Gully? Or you think he'll end up with the Raptors?
I think he'll end up with the Raptors.
Okay, and this is just a detour, so to speak.
Yeah, he'll be with the Raptors. Now, how there's a question of him, what he's actually going to do versus like how well is that team going to perform with him? You know, I'm just saying him in the Raptors jersey, I don't think this stops it. It may delay it though.
What about you, Double J? What say you?
Well, I mean, he seems to believe that it's going to be some kind of negotiated settlement, but you know, you got other analysts out there like Pablo Torre and Stephen A. Smith that are asking for, you know, harsher suspensions because again, we are circumventing the salary cap, right? Again, we're watching one sport attempt to potentially go into a lockout because of the possibility of a salary cap. And what you're seeing is in another sport that has it, while the fans are hailing the one that's saying, let's instigate this, let's bring this in, this will solve everybody's problems. Well, look at what lengths people will go to in order to circumvent it, right? So theoretically, him going to another country, again, will be, I think we'll accomplish a few things, right?
Something to keep an eye on is what you're saying.
He's far enough away.
And speaking of the lockout, you talking about MLB, Major League Baseball?
Mm-hmm.
Man, well, right quick, while we got a few more clicks before we go to our next break, anywho. What do you all? I don't think what the Dodgers. I mean, I get folks don't like it, but what the Dodgers are doing, it's an arms race, right? The Dodgers are doing what we want our franchise to do: spend some money.
Yeah.
What are they doing that's illegal within the framework of Major League Baseball and the rules and bylaws? Nothing.
I mean, but
the Yankees did it with Steinbrenner, and the Indians were still cracking the Yankees' head. It was the Yankees and the Mariners. I don't know how much the Mariners' payroll was at that time with Randy Johnson and such, and them guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jay Buhner and all them guys. You know what I mean? But I know Steinbrenner made you rest.
No, it actually was fairly small because those guys was on I think their payroll was like closer in vicinity to the
Indians / Guardians. Yeah. So Steinbrenner, what is Steinbrenner doing that's any different than what the Rams do or are doing? You know what I'm trying to say? The Rams only got Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald look like he finna come back for about 4 snaps a game.
All he need to do is play third downs.
I mean, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But what it does, I mean, just as dominant as the Dodgers are right now in the regular season, you know, the Brewers, if I'm not mistaken,
the Mets. You talking about who spent the Mets spent?
No, I'm talking about the standings right now. Like their team's just as hot as the Dodgers, so it is not a guarantee of winning. But if you're willing and you willing,
that's not true. Let them folks in Philly tell it it's a guarantee. I'm just saying, don't mind me. I'm just saying, but you know, baseball. Hey, do they still do interleague play, or do they even call it anymore?
No, it's not even called that anymore. I mean, the Guardians and the Mets are play like the Guardians and Mets might just play. You know, it's not scheduled. It's not like
they don't call it.
Used to be at a time it would be like certain weeks where that's where you
whatever would take place. Yeah. What about the Field of Dreams game? Is that what it's called?
The Field of Dreams game that they did.
Yeah, where they come out the cornfields or whatever the case. Double J, why you over there?
Double J.
You got to do a number 2.
Reading.
He got his happy face up. What was in that cup?
He got to do a number 2. He over there like, oh,
extended break.
Oh, yeah. I know that feeling. It's like Jim Brown breaking tackles in your stomach. I know that. I know that feeling. Like, whoa, hey, slow down there, Kemosabe. Slow it on down. Yeah, okay then. Well, we're gonna take another break. Any last thoughts on that right there? Hey, but I'm just saying, man, baseball is baseball, man. What you gonna do? You think they're gonna lock out? Think it's gonna be a stoppage next year?
At some point, yeah, they probably would. I think that a stoppage would be the only way to stop the Dodgers' momentum.
Yeah, I also seen that ESPN 30 for 30, the betrayal of Ohtani. Yeah, all right. Yeah, how about the interpreter took one for the team? How about that? Yeah, how about that? I said, boy. Yeah.
Hey, go revisit those details. And
you ain't got to tell me, bro. I read Tim Donaghy's book, Personal Foul. I know what'll be going down. It's all foul. We be back in a little short while. I'm just saying. Don't look at me.
It's Kate Cunningham, you watching the Shop Report.
My name's Chris Murray, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Oh, you're Jay Knight, you're watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching the Shop Report.
All right, we are back. It is time for, don't do that. It is time for our college football top 25. And BSJ wants to know who is misrepresenting. You understand me? Let's look at it like we do, baby. Okay, I'm going to blow it up on my.
Right.
oh no, my bad. This is the FPI via ESPN. My bad.
Okay, there's a lot of acronyms.
Can I buy a vowel? I like to buy it.
Exactly. There's a lot of acronyms you're throwing out there. Can I spin the wheel? Can we get a spin
Here's
wheel
the
sound?
actual Associated Press.
Okay.
That's
All
the
right.
BMI.
Yeah, this is the BS one. You're right. Yeah, that's the BMI. Yeah.
BMI.
Yeah, that's some BMI. Yeah, that's what we calling it. Yeah. What the BM stand for? Bowel movement. I'm just saying. That's
So why is Indiana number 6? Let's start there.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you, Gully. Thank you.
There.
Go ahead, Gully, the floor is yours. Do what you do.
Yeah, I just Double J, I want you to tell us again why Indiana is justifiably number 6, please.
Hold that thought. We got a comment coming in. Artistically incredible. I'm willing to bet Tech doesn't make the playoffs. Shout out, though. Shout out there. We throw it up there on the screen. All right. When he say Tech, talking about who? Georgia? Is that Georgia Tech? Which Tech?
Seriously, the one that's there in the list.
How
many other Techs are there?
I'm dang, man.
Virginia Tech?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just being facetious. Okay. Well, why you say that? Holla at me. Artistically incredible. I like that too. I like that handle right there. Yeah.
Nice.
Why you say Tech won't make the playoffs? Yeah, I know. I had you. I was just messing with you a little bit there. I was just messing with you a little bit.
Because
Why you think they won't make the playoffs though?
They might not hold their ranking, and listen, even in this era, all the SEC team has to do is just be good, and then they're gonna get it. Yeah, right now, if you look at it, right, S13 LSU, so a good weekend from the SEC, and LSU be right back in the thick of things.
Yeah, I know. I'm tired of hearing this conversation though about SEC and Big Ten, who is and who ain't. They're gonna expand the playoffs again at some point. And I said this a while back. How many years ago? Look at the word bet. It was a Sorsby joke. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Shout out right there. You know what I'm saying, on the play on words. The play on words. That's what we like, man. Come on, holler at us on the intellect side, bro. You know what I mean? That's a nice little play on words. Yeah, this Big Ten, SEC, you know, they should police themselves. Why not just do that? Or am I out of bounds? Do I need a 20? No, I'm just saying. Ohio State finally is at number 1. Seriously. How did Ohio State get number 1 this go around?
Again.
And not after the year after they had won the championship. And mind you, let me reiteration. Okay. I cannot stand Ohio State football. Anybody that know me knows that. Right. But like I said, I lied for it before I would tell you. Ohio State should have been number 1. Why not? No, I'm just playing. Indiana should have been number 1 this go around. Whoever wins the national championship years previous, in my opinion, should be the following year's champion until dethroned or taken down for the crown.
Double J, yeah. How does the roster look compared to last year? Indiana.
Well, obviously their big void is the number 1 overall pick, right? And
okay.
Fernando Mendoza. So They did get I want to say he was a former 4-star receiver from Michigan State. They're starting to get some of those higher profile individuals now, right? If I mean, think about it, right? If all of us have played some college football video game in dynasty mode, and usually after a couple of years, that's when it's a little bit easier for folks to have some interest that happen to have more talent. So that's what we're starting to see now, which could make them very dangerous, especially when a rival school puts their foot in their mouth.
Okay, Artistically Incredible says, I guess the top 5 teams all return their quarterbacks.
It sounds like
I didn't know that.
Correct.
Huh? They do?
Yeah, sound like
You
like
got Dante
Okay, so-
Moore.
And you all bear with me. For whatever reason, I'm having some technical difficulties. I got a sound effects button here, and apparently it's not working.
So press it.
I pressed it already.
Press it again.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
You heard it?
Yeah. I'm playing. No, I didn't hear it.
Man, stop. This dude right here, man.
He was about to press the button.
Helen. Yeah, that's what I did. I pressed the button. But I'm lit up, Gully. Why? I wonder why. We'll figure it out on the next go round. I don't have no sound effects. So
I wonder, Double J, can you tell from the start of the show, did he have them?
I heard it briefly on the very first one, and then after that, nothing.
Okay.
And I mean, like, it was faint.
Right. Oh yeah, it's like one of them buttons, one of those audio buttons in the background. Not on the pod track itself, but on our streaming platform.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's where you might want to start.
Okay. Well, we had to do it when we go to our next break. But again, Ohio State should be. Why is Texas 4th?
Come on, man. You know why Texas is 4th.
I'm asking the question because I need to answer out loud.
To keep a spotlight on Mr. Manning.
Oh, that's
until it becomes so that way they have relevant games later in the season.
Oh, okay. All right, got you. All right. And again, tell me why Miami is where Miami is at.
Because they went to the national championship last year. Okay,
so shouldn't they be number 2? How's Oregon number 2? Because they got the better uniform. They got 100 different variations.
That's why, yeah. Oregon
they Nike Central.
Hey, but look, as facetious as that statement is, I think it's some truth to it because basically it certainly implies marketability. And Oregon's uniforms and their color palettes and what they do year in and year out, and the fact that they play a speedy sort of game, they are certainly a marketable team like no other. In the way that they're able to do it, so the uniforms might keep them.
So that alone gets you a number 4. Oh yeah, okay.
Now getting you number 4. I'm not saying that, but certainly getting you worthy of some attention.
Yeah, well, I transitioned to the other image or graphic on purpose because you guys are asking a lot of those questions, and so what I wanted you to see is okay. That's a coach's poll. Here's ESPN's FPI, which is using in its preseason rankings past performance, so efficiency data from the previous 4 years, weighted heavily towards the most recent year.
I don't like that. That's you. Now you.
What do you mean? Wait a minute. That actually goes on. You used to say, "Hey, if you're the previous national champion, you should be."
Did you see? They gotta let me finish. They trying to be selective and objective. They're not synonymous. Don't do the previous 4 years. Do the last year, the previous year. Because if you can do the previous 4 years, then do the previous 5.
Well, it's trying.
Who picks 4 as a marker to start? This is where our base is. We're gonna start here. I ain't buying what they selling.
Well, look, I get it. Again, the fact that it's weighted heavily towards the past season, I can somewhat agree with, but. The previous years is more about a model of consistency. Additionally, I actually believe that with that statement being said, on contraire, I think it's kind of crap because that's what prevents all of your smaller schools from actually getting into this list.
That's what they're going to expand, and it looks like it's going to be sooner rather than later. But if they do expand, then what say you about the SEC and the Big Ten? Are they going like they splitting from the NCAA type of deal? Or am I off base?
I'm going to say that something happened because they were both against the the stuff that was in Congress. And if you remember, I told you that it was Ted Cruz and the lady out of Washington that put the bill together. And that bill says that if passed, yes, it will be 5 years total that you can play from your 18th birthday. You can only transfer once, but here's where it gets really crappy. It pools everyone nationally, all of the conferences, all of the teams, media rights become in one. Instead of it being the SEC has their own media rights, Notre Dame owns their own, and the ACC, so on and so forth. Instead, it's one pool.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in other words, they don't want to share the money.
Well, yes,
that's really what it follow the money.
No, partially. But here's why.
Nothing.
No. Here's who would be in control of it. A private equity firm out of California.
Oh, imagine that. Private equity.
And
here we go with that again.
No school could transfer out of their conference without approval from the private equity firm.
Absolutely not.
Did y'all hear that?
And the Big Ten and the SEC originally were against it, and now they're on board. I don't know what changed.
You still didn't hear it?
Correct. I did not hear it.
No.
Man, what's going on?
But again, I cannot say what changed because I don't know if Tony Petitti and Greg Sankey had some kind of discussion with these folks or what. But again, think about it. It's not in their conference's best interest to get less money.
Right.
And now, but yet now they're agreeing to it. Now, again, this is a conference. These are conferences that basically, I guess in some ways you could say, well, on the pro side of it, you guys are the two biggest, right? Without a doubt. Well, we're going to protect that because now this private equity company has to approve any other movement. So if Texas and Oklahoma want to leave again, they can't without approval.
Okay, but here's the thing. Are the folks who make up this private equity firm who going to have some say-so in that? You can't go nowhere without our approval. Are they biased?
Well, they're in the
sort of like Hall of Fame
money,
voters.
Barbershop Jay.
Huh? What happened?
They're in the business of making money, and that's it.
Oh,
so when they tell you now your athletic department needs to be cut down, your roster needs to be cut down, your other programs need to go away. That's where we're headed. LSU already rolled out. Listen to this. LSU already rolled out a plan. This is the governor invited the top 40 donors and said, hey, look, this is not fundraising. We're here to show you what we believe the next wave of LSU athletics into the future will look like. We've learned what that is. They're going to sell a stake of the university to private equity.
It's like nanobots.
College sports is done, dude. If this stuff goes through, we're done. Forget blaming the kids at that point.
Yeah.
Because look, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're a parent, don't even bother putting your kid in any other sport after that because they will not exist. They will cease operations at the collegiate level.
That's why I say it's like nanobots technology. You know what I mean? You plant one little seed and it took over your whole neural system. Man, oh boy. Well, yeah, man. You can just see it. Every stadium. And then now all of a sudden you're gonna have corporate patches on jerseys, helmets, probably, obviously stadium names. Everything is gonna be Centrum.com calm down, cot dom. You know, just a cot dom. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, man. Oh boy.
Sound effects back.
Huh?
Sound effects back.
Are they?
Yep.
Yep.
It's got to be this. Gully. We might have to do some.
It ain't that. It's our platform, but that's okay.
Okay. All right. Got you. Well, I'm glad whatever you over there jumping on. Is it hot?
It's great.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, don't eat your food when it's hot, bro. Don't nobody want to know that you got tonsillitis.
I only burnt my tongue 4 times. That's all right.
Okay, well, you got enough teeth. Oh, I ain't got enough teeth crack joke right there. That's what that was.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I ain't nobody, you know what I'm trying to say. Everybody know I got 5 left, 3 in my mouth and 2 in my pocket. But that ain't your business, though. You know what I'm saying? My business ain't your business, and it ain't for everybody. Ain't everybody's business. I'm just trying to tell you that one time.
My business ain't your business, and this is show business.
Yeah, okay. Who else? Double J, can we go back to the other list, please? Well, I like this one a little bit better. Notre Dame is at 5. Why?
Well, they have a Heisman candidate at quarterback, right? In year 2.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
They also have the number 1 returning production out of percentage. 77%, number 2 ranking overall on the defensive side of the ball, and 67%, which is top 20 on the offensive side of the ball.
So you don't think Chris Chambers, is it Chambers, Ole Miss?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that they could be somewhere in front of OU or Texas A&M? Could you make a case?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm saying, why is BYU? Where they come from?
You got to put some Cinderella stories there. You got to rank them high enough that they can perform well enough. Hang around.
Okay, but you got to give me a reason, man.
70% of their defense is back.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, how was the defense last year? 70% of it, was they 70% garbage?
No,
garbage.
Really not
garbage. Got another comment right here. Let's get to one of these comments because this is getting ridiculous. Let's see what he said. Okay, Artistically Incredible says, in reality, polls don't matter till the committee does theirs in November.
Right. Hey, like you say,
shout out for that.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out for that. And he left one
All right,
more
now,
here.
don't put that comment up, bro. No, we're not even doing that. Megan, I ain't did nothing to you, Mrs. Alpha. Shots don't need to be for that is
yeah. We're putting that up. No, we putting that up. No, we putting that up. Shout out to Miss A. Yeah, no, we putting that up. We putting that up. No, because no, we putting that up. We putting that up because anytime I do something or say something on here, it get put up by her, Mrs. A, you, Double J, and the ByeBye. What I'm saying. No. Y'all ain't gonna keep putting J on display. Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah. Man. Tag you it. Gully always just casually eating something cracks me up every time. At least he ain't falling asleep though. You know, shout out to Miss A for the words of the day, baby. You understand me? Yeah, that's what you get.
Man, I thought we was buddies, Mrs. A.
Yeah, well, yeah. Who asked you to be doing that? Thinking y'all buddies. Yeah. Double J, you next. You know what I'm saying? Don't be peeking. Nah, you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since I've been on the stage, baby. You understand me? And I'm telling you once, like I told you twice, don't talk to me like a child. I played Shakespeare at Cambridge.
Once again, you have ruined my concentration.
Okay, well, that wasn't your line. Nobody asked you to repeat your lines. This gonna make the blooper reels. Got to. Yeah, it's got to make the. It's all like, oh, for real, really. Oh wow, really?
Oh, she know I know, but my
really?
my feelings is hurt.
What she say here? I can't even throw it up. Double J, stop messing with the buttons, will you? Oh my God!
Not the buttons, not the gumdrop buttons.
It's all out of love, Gully. I got to message you sometimes too. Ain't that nothing? Oh wow, now we apologizing. Anyway, let's get back to some top 25 action. You know what? We're gonna take another little break. We're gonna finish it out, then let the people go home early today. Something bad, baby. You understand me? Hold on there now. Slow down there now. Hey, shut up. Did y'all hear the sound?
Yeah.
Y'all heard it? Why can't I hear it? Hold on, man. This is ridiculous, bruh.
Now we can't hear you.
Can't hear me. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, Double J over there clicking buttons on his side of the time. Stop touching the buttons, man. This guy right here. Anywho, who else we got on? Who else we want to take a look at? What's the Alabama coach? Caleb DeBoer? Kalen. Yeah. Nick Saban looking over his shoulder. You think?
Right. Itching to get back, you think?
Well, look, they signed him to a $12 million a year, right? Because he was rumored to go to Michigan, right? When all that stuff was going down with the My Sharona.
Oh, okay then, Mr. Sharona
and his Chronicles.
Mr. Sharona. Okay. No. That I thought you was getting ready to say something, bro. That's no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Don't do that no more. Who else on this list shouldn't be on this list? Iowa, maybe? Really?
I don't know. I actually think they can. I think they can make the playoff this year. I'm more questioning. You know, I know Penn State's only around that 50 percentile with their returning production. Obviously, they're turning the page from James Franklin. I think that's a little, to your point earlier about why 4 years and that type of thing. A different coaching staff is going to skew that data a little bit.
Of course it is. Of course it is. I mean, I'm just saying, man, this stuff is laughable every year they come out with this. You know what I mean? And of course, we're going to discuss it because obviously football season is right around the corner. Yeah, but I mean, but at least give us something, you know, discussion worthy for real. I mean, we discussing this because this is kind of ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? Or Ohio State, again, they should have been number one last year, coming to last season. You know what I mean? Right. They number one. Why? Because they got Chris Henry Jr.
Probably. Probably.
I'm just saying.
That might be why.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I think you should. I think your rankings record following and should be based on prior to and not your
how much. Yeah, I wonder how much is the final season poll affected. How much does the final season poll?
Maybe we should start doing that, like we doing one now. Then at the end of the season, they do one at the end, don't they?
Once the season's over, with they actually do a final poll.
That. Yeah, we should do that, and then kind of compare, like, see how far off they were or we were versus where it's ended up. And we should double check. Why you ain't mentioned this before?
Well, I'm going to say, keep this in mind. It's a huge year for Georgia.
Hold on. Artistically Incredible weighing in again says the day Iowa can score that 14 points a game, they can be in the top 25.
Keep it. Hey, remember the name Kamari Moulton, running back for them. I actually think, and then of course they have AJ Epinensa's brother on the defensive line as well. So just don't be surprised if they do some things that, to his point, that we weren't accustomed to seeing historically.
Is Kirk Ferentz still the coach?
Yes.
Man, how long he been there? 112 years? Jeez.
I will say this: he recruited one of my buddies from out of high school. So
dang, he's been there that long. Well, he probably got to be the longest tenured college football coach right now, right?
Certainly among them, yeah.
And how many among?
Might be 5, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
Small group, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Doug Williams.
But
I don't know why I just said
look,
that.
9 games in the SEC now, right? They play a big boy schedule, and believe me, they've been crying about it ever since.
Whoa! What do you mean 9 games now? What was it before?
8.
It was 8.
Remember, that's how they always had a cupcake in week 12. It was always a tea party.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
But we're the best anyway. So if Georgia does not have the year that they're expected to, I do not see Kirby Smart being there next year.
Well, Kirby had a good run though.
Yeah, had a heck of a run.
Yeah, had a good run.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, I think very like he may look, they could very well win the national title and he's out regardless. I think
I don't see it.
It goes good or it goes bad. I think he's done.
Well, I'll say the same thing for Sarkisian. Don't get it done, son, and you're gonna be on the run. Okay.
What about the SC guy? I think that's who would be on his way out.
Lane Kiffin.
No, he's at LSU now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's hard to keep up with.
What about Dabo?
ByeBye. Bye.
We'll find out what is that week 1? The Tiger Bowl, LSU and Clemson.
Is it? I don't think so.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, look that up real quick. Texas Tech could be a sleeper. Give me a college football playoff dark horse.
Iowa.
Oh, please don't do that. Oh, this guy right here.
I would say BYU.
Yeah, you too. What I'm trying to say.
To Gully's point, somebody does have to come out of the Big 12, and as artistically it had mentioned, Texas Tech's quarterback was gambled. They gambled on him, and they gave him $4 million to go away. So
he got a full spot. Ooh,
I know, isn't that nice?
That's a lot.
NIL guaranteed money. See ya.
Artistically Incredible says SMU or Houston. Ooh, tell me why SMU. Well,
$125 million, right? That was what they raised.
Who? SMU?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I told you that dude was on a show on a Saturday morning, and I'm like, who is this guy? And they're like, he's just a booster.
Man, he went from SMU to almost.
They just let him run the program. Like, man. I was like, what do you mean you raised $125 million? Hunger.
Like, listen. When the landscape opened up like this, they like SMU is like, hey, we've been doing this since the 80s.
Stumbling, bumbling. Say we already got the blueprint. We're well ahead of y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're well ahead of the game, same. Yeah, we're gonna take another break. When we come back, we're gonna finish things off, man. This was a pretty good one right here. We appreciate again everybody that stayed with us. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because again, without you, there is no us. We are not above the people, we are of the people. I'll let you boy. Yes. You understand me?
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Hey, CO Moore, tune in live to the Shop Report, man. Checking in with the Chicago Bears. You heard it here first.
Cleo Miller, former Cleveland Browns, and you're listening to the Shop Report.
Hey, this is the top dog, Hanford Dixon. Listen to the Shop Report.
This is Ernest Viner, and you are listening to the Shop Report.
All righty, we are back. We got another comment here. Let's get to this comment, then we finish off our college football top 25. Incredible says again, SMU got that money, and they were one game away from making the AC championship game last year. Yeah, how much did they get?
Well, the first time around was $125 million.
Dang. Okay, you said the first time around. What's the second time?
I'm going to find out.
Yeah, please do. I'm just saying, man. That's what we should do, though. I don't know why we didn't think of that before. We should save this.
The SMU Ignited boldly shaping tomorrow multi-year campaign raised a final total of $1.6 billion.
Billion with a
what?
B.
Dog. I'm sorry. Hey, Purdue, where are we smoking rocks? Are we finding moon rocks?
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Whoa. Back up.
Listen, this is before private equity gets involved. Listen, this is before private equity.
Hold on, bro. Hold up. Say that again.
Nah, if they raise 1.6,
bro. Not with how much they raised. I got a real problem with my school. The SMU Ignited, boldly shaping tomorrow, multi-year fundraising campaign raised a final total of $1.656 billion. It surpassed its initial target of
I bet it did.
billion,
They do
3 years ahead of schedule. So forget the good weekend of $125 million that I apparently brought up.
Man, that was parochial change. That was that was in the basket. Like that was.
Go throw this at the water fountain. Go throw this at the wishing well.
Exactly.
Throw that double J. Like,
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah, me too.
Wow. So now we know where the Mega Millions went.
Yeah. But they do big things. They do big.
So here's the question. By comparison, how much did the main eventers, if you will, of college football make? If they did 1.6 billion, like, so what goes through Buckeye Nation or through Oregon? You follow what I'm saying?
You talking about the storied franchises for
real.
Like Notre Dame, Ohio State, Michigan. Who else would be up on there? Georgia.
Pardon me for pocket watching, but still, I think it's worth noting.
So Michigan State, to compare here, they started a For Sparta initiative where they're trying to raise money as well, and they have reached $500 million of the $1 billion mark.
Wow.
Who was that? Michigan State?
Yeah.
All from Kissing the S? Oh, sorry. Mrs. Alva weighing in again. She said, LOL, OJJ, don't worry about championships. If you want to go to the moon, you go to Purdue. Oh, man, Mrs. Alva.
Yeah, we're getting high on something.
Yeah, we get another button.
Your turn. Your turn, Double J. Your turn. Well, it's always your turn because
it's showing enough is. Oh, wow. Well, okay, fellas. That was a pretty good one. I'll tell you, it's time to wrap things up. And on that note, I leave you with this quote. Wisdom holds more value than gold or silver. I repeat, I'll say it again. Wisdom holds more value than gold or silver. Can you imagine that? Yeah. Anywho, don't forget to check us out right here on the Yard, 9:30, sometimes 10. We'll see how it goes on it. Or y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, X, the Shop's fan page, and of course, YouTube. When you're over at the tube, please hit that subscribe button. We'd be much obliged. We're going to get this one last comment, then we out of here. Oh, hold on. Okay, Artistically Incredible says again, Arkansas. Boy, I tell you. Arkansas should be the top of NIL. They got Jerry Jones, Walmart, Tyson.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and if you don't see us I know. If you don't see us in none of those places, please, y'all can check us out, or should I say Google it or Google us. For my dudes, Be Rich, Double J, D Gully, and all those who follow and support us, I say thank you. You've been listening to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Holla at your boy. We out of here.